Hello everyone, this is David from Automotive Press. We are hearing some really interesting story coming out of Japan in regard to the Lexus brand. We are hearing that Lexus plans to introduce the smallest car ever. Yes, smaller than the current UX model. The name is not known yet, but they are saying that there will be new Lexus that's based on the current Toyota Yaris platform, which is called the TNGA-B platform. So there is a different name for different TNGA platform. There is also TNGA-C, TNGA-F, TNGA-L, and so forth. And B refers to the B segment, which is a subcompact car, and then C refers to slightly larger cars, such as the Toyota Corolla. But this speculated new Lexus is going to be based on Yaris or Yaris Cross, which is like a crossover version of the Yaris, and therefore it's going to be tiny in comparison to everything else that Lexus ever had. Now, we don't think this is going to come available in North America, so we might not get to see it or buy it, but the rest of the world where Lexus are sold, they're going to see this amazing little car. And because this car is going to be based on a proven platform, which includes not just the Yaris, but also a new model that was introduced in Europe called the Toyota Aygo, as well as a new Toyota Aqua, which was also introduced recently. It promises to have all of the newest features and technology and engineering built into it. Can you imagine a tiny Lexus that's smaller than the UX? And before you laugh and make fun of it, just don't forget Yaris is also the baseline for the GR Yaris, which all of us know is one of the best sports coupe out there. So even though the GR Yaris is very different from the Yaris, it is still based on the TNGA-B platform. So what could possibly Lexus do with that platform to create something that would be competitive and interesting and fascinating and will sell well in Europe or Asia? Well, we don't know all the details yet, but I'm going to take you into the Best Car magazine now and walk you through what they're telling us about this Lexus mini car. Let me tell you all about it in the next section. So the latest Best Car magazine from Japan just came out. This is the November 26th edition, and it focuses on mini SUV, specifically about the new Lexus mini SUV. With the overall length as less than 4,000 millimeter or 4 meters, this is kind of like a micro SUV. But they're very excited about this news that they're hearing about, and it's supposed to be based on a previously shown concept car called the Lexus LS-SA, which was shown in the Geneva Motor Show as a concept car back in 2015. Now, at the time, we weren't sure if that concept car will come to fruition, and because it never actually made it to production, most of us assumed that project was dead. But according to Best Car magazine, this project is well on its way to become a real production vehicle. And this micro SUV from Lexus is going to be based on the new Toyota Aygo and the Aygo Cross, which was announced not too long ago, a car that is only available in Europe and some parts of Asia. It's a kind of cool, very futuristic looking, again, segment B car that is based on the Toyota Yaris TNGA-B platform. Now, because it's based on the new TNGA platform, it promises to have a really stiff structure as well as lower center of gravity and all kinds of new engineering that went into the new platform to make it a best architecture ever produced by Toyota. Now, for those of us who are in North America, this seems like a really strange move by Lexus to produce something so small. But according to Best Car magazine, this micro Lexus will make an ideal companion car to those people who own a larger Lexus GX or LX or Lexus LS. which are all great cars for long drives, but they might be awkward in a busy city such as Tokyo, Singapore, or Beijing, all these busy cities. And so they are saying that these owners would like to have a small car that they can go around to run errands and so forth without having to pull the large vehicle, which could be a hassle in these busy traffic cities. And because this micro Lexus is based on Yaris and the new Aygo and the new Toyota Aqua, all of which have received quite rave reviews, they are promising that this is going to be quite fun to drive, very sporty and easy to manage, and so forth. So you can tell by the concept drawing that the design is going to look quite funky, very young at heart, with lots of black out trims and marks all over the car, with a really interesting triangular design that makes the micro SUV kind of stand out in the crowd. It still has the spindle grille from Lexus, which kind of looks strange on this small car, but of course this is still a render and just a speculation at this moment. And if it looks like this, I don't know. I think it looks okay. The front grille looks neat and the headlight looks cool too, and the whole thing could work because the Lexus design in general has been very trendy lately, and they just look great. So maybe the designers will make the new micro SUV look totally amazing. Now getting into a little bit more detail here in terms of powertrain, there's some details that's all part of a speculation still, but again, according to Best Car Magazine, they are saying that this is going to be a critical model for Lexus to win the hearts of younger buyers and people who don't mind having both a large SUV and a small microcar at the same time. So it's really a way for them to expand the marketplace and expand the buying power so that they can have a larger market share across a broad range of cars and SUVs. They are saying that because it's based on the Yaris, it's likely going to have the 1.5 liter 3-cylinder engine, but in a hybrid format. So this will allow them to have much longer range, but also additional boost of power from the electric motor, and will give this micro SUV truly fun to drive powertrain. So those are all the speculation from this month, Best Car Magazine. They go on to talk about other mini SUVs from Honda and other brands as well, which I can cover in the future videos. But for now, I just wanted to share with you because it's kind of a cute and a funky news, and the likelihood of us getting this in North America is very, very little. It's probably unlikely we're going to see this. But it's also fun to just look at cars or SUVs or crossovers that Toyota and Lexus produce elsewhere outside North America, because it's indicative or reflection of what could happen down the road. And so I'm really fascinated by this news. Again, it's a kind of a fun piece of information that may or may not come to fruition, but it looks like it can truly happen because all things point to Lexus just expanding its segment, expanding its range of cars to try to include as many vehicles as possible so that they can get buyers into their brand early, and hopefully they'll stay in the brand and continue to upgrade themselves and continue to buy bigger and bigger cars. So it doesn't always have to be a companion car to the larger SUV. It could be an entry level or the first starting point for new Lexus buyers as well. So that's all I have for now, folks, from the Best Car Magazine and some news from Japan. As usual, I will continue to feed you more and more information about news that you cannot get from anywhere else on YouTube or social media. So please subscribe and stay in touch with me, and I have a lot more to share with you. Thank you so much again. Signing off for now.